The absolute standard of food safety is the complete elimination of biological, chemical, and physical hazards from the supply chain and preparation environment. Achieving this zero-hazard baseline requires two non-negotiable components: strict daily operational protocols and flawless documentation to prove those protocols were executed, vectors with the permanent documentary evidence of that compliance. Modern food safety relies entirely on verifiable, legally sound management systems overseen by certified leadership. The Ministry of Public Health requires food establishments to monitor and control four primary hazard categories: biological, chemical, physical, and allergenic. This diagram maps thermal boundaries for biological pathogens. Bacteria multiply rapidly in the temperature danger zone, between 5 and 65 degrees Celsius. To prevent this, managers must mandate physical chiller temperature logs twice daily, proving high-risk foods remain stored below 4 degrees. If any single portion of a food item shows signs of biological contamination, the strict discard rule takes effect. The entire unit is compromised and must be thrown away immediately. Proven strict temperature control is the primary active defense against a kitchen's most severe biological threats. Mitigating threats on preparation surfaces requires a process far more rigorous than simply wiping a counter. It demands true chemical sanitization. This flowchart details the four-step cleaning protocol: wash with detergent, rinse, apply chemical sanitizer, and air dry. Expanding the sanitization step reveals legal limits. Quaternary ammonium must test at exactly 200 parts per million, and chlorine between 50 and 100 parts per million. Infrastructural and high-risk equipment, specifically commercial ice makers and grease traps, require formalized maintenance routines. This prevents hazardous biofilm accumulation and severe drainage blockages. Sanitization is a measurable, chemically validated science executed in a precise sequence, completely detached from subjective visual standards. Protocols carry no weight without proof. A single blank field on any compliance log constitutes an automatic failure during an official audit. To prevent this, the person in charge must execute pre-shift and post-shift audits, physically verifying that the environment is secure and every required log is complete and signed. If an audit reveals a non-conformance, like a missed temperature check, management must immediately initiate the Corrective and Preventative Action, or CAPA framework. CAPA requires using the 5 whys method to identify a systemic root cause.
Pointing to staff error is an unacceptable conclusion. The investigation must identify the underlying structural gap, like a failure in training or a missing standard operating procedure. Meticulous auditing and the CAPA framework transform a reactive kitchen into an audit-ready operation that structurally prevents repeat failures. Safe food service requires identifying hazards, establishing verifiable control measures, and sustaining a culture of accountability. Your immediate directives are to physically verify chemical concentrations at all stations, update your master cleaning schedules, and strictly enforce the end-of-shift PIC documentation audits. Strictly adhering to these operational protocols and oversight measures is the ultimate safeguard for both public health and the survival of the business.